I love it.
We was at homecoming one year, seeing Mobb Deep. Man, like it just like everywhere we went out, it's like a life and death situation. And then man, like being a DMV man, when we used to go to the Go-Go's, the Go-Go's was wild. Yeah, the Go-Go's was wild.
Yeah, that's perfect. All right, so you mentioned something yesterday that I thought was profound. You spoke about a 2-year period in which year 2 revenue was exactly the same as year 1 revenue, but you didn't see it as an L. You saw it as
I got you exactly. Yep.
Market offer fit. So thinking the hook for this one is like you don't always need to grow your business to be successful and then expanding.
Or you don't always need to make more money.
I like that.
That was good. You don't always need to make more money. Early in my business, between 2007 and 2008.
Can we say your business doesn't always need to make more money?
Your business doesn't always need to make more money. Early in my business, between 2008 and 2009, we actually made the same exact revenue 2 years straight. And what I looked at, my mindset around it at the time wasn't that I had failed because we didn't grow and go bigger. What I thought about was that the fact that we validated the business and the business idea, because the 75K we did the 1 year, we actually duplicated it again the next. And that proved to me at that moment that we had a real business. So everything can't always be about explosive growth. Sometimes it's just you making sure you have a stable foundation that you can then begin to grow from.
I like it.
Can we find a hook for like something about external validation, like not being a bad thing, you know?
Yeah. I'd say like, regardless, like you really do need validation. Like there's a lot in the market.
But don't let people tell you don't need validation.
I love that.
Don't let people tell you that you don't need validation. And the primary validation you need as a business owner is from your actual clients and customers. Nothing that you have, no idea, is not valid in the marketplace until somebody swipes that credit card. Once they swipe the credit card and pay for it, then you say, okay, I might have a great idea. I might have a great product or service that I can move forward with. So I don't care what the people around me are telling me, how great they say it is or how great I may think in my mind. Until somebody swipes that card, that's when we know it's for real.
Nice. Yeah, that'll go together nicely.
Yeah.
What was
Okay, you mentioned yesterday about how in the market that you serve, like black is not just a color, it's a culture. Let's expand on that a little bit.
All right. We did that one yesterday too.
Yeah, I think, did we actually record that one through yesterday?
Yeah.
We may
I
have.
feel like we did it down here at the desk.
Okay, then we're good.
We might have, yeah. I recall you mentioning it. And then you also mentioned speaking on risk and how historically you've seen that when you've made the biggest leaps and steps in the business, it's been because you took the most risk.
Yeah. Are you taking enough risk in your business? Every time we made a jump in revenue or a jump in team, there was some type of risk that was associated with it where we had to make a jump in our levels of being comfortable too. Too many times people are not making the growth that they should have in their business because they're just too comfortable in what they do. So as I look across the most successful 7-figure and 8-figure entrepreneurs that I know, all of them, as they're growing and as they're growing fast, have risk. Now the risk is calculated. It's not just so crazy that they can lose everything if something goes wrong. But knowing that when they get down to it, they can look and say, hey, like, is this something I should do? Is it something that I haven't done before? And if I do this thing, will it lift my company higher? So how do you actually calculate the risk? Let's talk about it. When I'm looking at what the risk is, I'm always saying, what is the worst thing that could happen? If I invest in this and the investment doesn't pay off, will that take the whole company out or will it just be a setback? If I do it and it actually works, right, what can I gain from it? So what's the risk reward? If I do it and it takes off, how much further will that take the company? If it doesn't take off, then, and it's only a marginal, if it doesn't take off and it's only marginal, how much will that hold me back? So I want you to start thinking more in the lines of risk reward. I want you to start taking bigger risk in your company, in your brand, and in your business.
Can you give me some practical advice? Like, for example, if you want to start running ads, or
Are you willing to lose money
to risk the growth?
For example, if you want to start advertising, are you willing to risk the money in order to actually grow? The very first time I ran ads was 2012, and I sat down with my wife and I said, hey, something just struck me. We don't advertise, but McDonald's does. We don't advertise, but Nike does. We don't advertise, but Walmart does. Now, these companies are world renowned. Everyone in the entire world knows who these companies are, but guess what? They still advertise. So as a small business owner, what makes you think that you don't need to? So what I decided and was dedicated to do is I said that I would put together $1,000 in our budget every single month to advertise, whether it worked or didn't work, because I knew that no matter what happened, even if I didn't make money, what I would get back is data. And the data would show me who bought and who didn't buy, who clicked on it, who didn't click on it. And then I could use that data to refine the strategy and go out and get closer to the actual money. What happened instead is that when we ran those ads, we went from selling 4 movie packs a day to 22 movie packs a day overnight. And it totally shifted and changed our business, but only because I was willing to take the risk of running advertising in the first place. So again, you have to take risks. You have to move outside of your comfort zone, and you have to be willing to push yourself to the next level.
Boom. That's great.
I want to get, let's see, let's just get a strong, like, you are not taking enough risk in your business.
You are not taking enough risk in your business.
You can even say, I guarantee.
Yeah, I like that.
Guarantee you're not taking enough risk.
I can guarantee you are not taking enough risk in your business.
Cool. And then you going into your story is perfect.
Yeah. I think that's really what we have